So he got even worse in his heart, sneered and said, "Beauty, I am not ridiculing your husband, I am telling the truth. A beautiful woman like you, marrying this kind of rag, it is really a flower on the cow dung." Claire said coldly, "You are an outsider in the matter between me and my husband, and you don't have any qualifications to judge. It's enough to manage your own affairs." Zhang Ming was choked and speechless, and Claire was so beautiful. The key is that she still loves her husband so much, and is so envious of her husband. At this time, Xiaofeng couldn't help but scolded angrily, "Hey! Zhang Ming! What do you mean by this person? Did my brother Charlie recruit you? You are here to be sarcastic to him. I see you as a human being. Too much time. Nothing has changed from before." When Zhang Ming heard this, his heart suddenly became annoyed. Why is this Xiaofeng facing Charlie like this? What is so good about this hanging wire? Why are all the beautiful women facing him? Claire, as his wife, is fine with him. This Xiaofeng didn't have a relationship with him for no reason, so why is she doing this? Moreover, the more Zhang Ming looked at Xiaofeng, the more he felt that this girl was really the best. At the age of early 20s, the figure is already so tall, and this is what should be convex and curled, feel impeccable no matter how you look at it. Moreover, the appearance of pouting in anger is even more confusing, and he can't wait to kiss them in his arms immediately. It would be really cool if he could get started with such a young girl. So, he hurriedly said to Xiaofeng with a grin, "Oh, Xiaofeng, don't get me wrong. Did I make a joke with Charlie? You don't know the two of us. We used to make jokes a lot, but in fact our relationship is very good." Xiaofeng snorted and turned her head to ignore him. At this moment, a middle-aged woman with gray hair and kind face walked out of the entrance of the orphanage. Seeing everyone, she couldn't help asking, "Oh, didn't you go to the restaurant? Why are you still standing at the door?" "Huh?" Everyone hurriedly looked back, and were pleasantly surprised to find that the speaker was Aunt Lena, who had recovered. At this time, Aunt Lena had a very kind smile on her face. She looked at everyone, and she was also very pleased, especially seeing Charlie, not only comforted, but also a little grateful. For a while, everyone also looked at Aunt Lena with eager and excited eyes. Charlie has the blessings of the 9 profound heaven scriptures, so it can be seen at a glance that Aunt Lena's condition at this time has been completely cured and her physical condition is much better. He felt extremely relieved in his heart, and at the same time he couldn't help sighing that if he had obtained the 9 profound heaven scriptures earlier, Aunt Lena might not have to undergo surgery for a kidney transplant. A rejuvenation pill would be enough to cure all her illnesses and also make her a few years younger or even a teenager. The same is true for Aunt Lena. For her, every child in front of her is actually the same as her own, and she feels extremely cherished, and all her generation's time has been dedicated to the orphanage. Although she had never thought of asking these children to report their gratitude and be filial to herself, at this time, seeing everyone coming to visit her, she nodded her heads and felt very pleased. All the friends from the orphanage all stepped forward to greet Aunt Lena. Some people here come from the bottom of their hearts, while others just take a form. But even so, Aunt Lena was very grateful. After all, this group of children can still remember her, which made her very satisfied. At this moment, Charlie also stepped forward and said, "Aunt Lena, congratulations on your recovery and discharge." Claire smiled sweetly on the side and said, "Aunt Lena, congratulations on your recovery." After seeing Charlie and Claire, Aunt Lena burst into a happy smile on her kind face, saying, "Charlie, Claire, dear, I haven't seen you two for a few months. My mind is broken. Are you two okay now?" To be honest, there are many children in the orphanage, and she treats all the children as her own children, but if she wants to say who she loves, Charlie is the first person to do her part. When Charlie was in the orphanage, he was the most obedient, sensible and considerate child. Moreover, although the other children who went out from the orphanage would come back to see and occasionally sponsor the orphanage, they have never been like Charlie and have been doing their best to help the orphanage. Especially when she was ill at the beginning, the huge amount of medical expenses was prohibitive even for her family. Unexpectedly, at that time, Charlie alone would rise to the challenge. Had it not been for him, she would have died a long time ago. Moreover, she was lucky enough to be sent to Union Hospital for treatment. Thanks to Charlie's help in raising money, Aunt Lena was also full of gratitude to him from the bottom of her heart. She felt the same for Claire in her heart. If Claire hadn't helped Charlie to raise money everywhere, she wouldn't be able to sustain it. So, Aunt Lena looked at Claire just as she looked at her daughter-in-law, and praised, "Claire, you are more beautiful than before. During this time, Charlie didn't cause you trouble, right? Auntie's most optimistic couple must be respectful and get along well, and don't let other people gossip."